Alright guys, so by now you probably have seen your favorite YouTuber cover the AirPods Max. I mean, it's a brand new pair of headphones from Apple. It's the first that they've made, so there's a lot of excitement around them. I personally think there is one pair that destroys it on every aspect, but just a couple. And that pair is the Drop THX Pandas. It is a pair of wireless headphones that, as far as audio quality wise, these are hard to beat. But they are also readily available, which the AirPods Max are not right now, and they retail for $400. So they're actually $150 cheaper than the AirPods Max. But I want to talk about why I feel these are the much better buy. And if you're somebody that's looking for some of the best audio quality out there, why you would look at these before looking at the AirPods Max. Now, I do want to start with these do not have active noise canceling, and they don't have Apple's H1 chip. So you don't have that instant connectivity within Apple where you see the little pop-up box that you can just touch and connect. So if those features are what you're looking for, then yeah, you probably want to go with the AirPods Max. But if you're looking for a pair that has a THX AAA amp built into them where you have no distortion, it also has a Qualcomm 5124 chip, which is giving you some of the best Bluetooth codecs out there. It has LDAC support, it has aptX HD, it has aptX Adaptive, it even has AAC, which AAC is the only Bluetooth codec that the AirPods Max has. Now, even if you're looking for a pair to use at the gym, which I don't recommend with the AirPods Max because there is no IP rating, the Drop Pandas have an IPX6 waterproof rating. So this is easily a pair if you want to go out and run and it starts to rain, or if you're somebody that sweats heavily, you just slap them on and you don't have to worry about it. The Pandas also use a 55mm planar magnetic driver. This to me offers a completely different sound than a lot of the other consumer wireless headphones that are out there. Even comparing these to the Sony or the Bose, it just has a unique sound signature. It has a lot of space in the audio. There's so much clarity when it comes to the details, and it still has a slight punch to it that I feel the AirPods Max don't have. Now, if you're looking for something flashy, that is definitely not something the Pandas do. In fact, I love the subtle look to these. I love the fact that these do not scream, "Look at me." They just look like a normal pair of headphones, but they're actually built really nicely. They are using plastic, but they also have aluminum, and the ear cups are a protein leather. And I love the ear cups on these. They're very soft. They're very comfortable. This is easily a pair that you can wear for a long period of time. And speaking of long period of time, the battery life on these are also rated to get around 30 hours of use, where the AirPods Max get around 20. Now, I personally think that is a lot of battery life regardless, but you do get an extra 10 hours with the Pandas. Now, a lot of people, when they talk about the AirPods Max, love the controls on them. They love that it's simple. You just have a turn dial and you have the one button for noise canceling. Well, the Pandas just use one simple little joystick on the back. That one little joystick allows you to play, pause, skip your tracks forward, go backwards. You even have volume control. You're able to control everything on the headphones with that one simple control. Now, as far as what you're getting inside the box, this is another advantage to the Pandas because they actually include a case that covers all sides of the headphones, where the Apple Smart Case only covers the ear cups and it barely covers the ear cups, and it's the only way to put them into a deep powered down mode where you can actually just power down the Pandas with that single button, and then you don't have to worry about it. Another thing that's included is the USB-C cable for charging, and they even include a headphone cable so you can use these wired if you want. They don't charge you $35 like Apple does, which I think is a ripoff for a normal headphone cable. Again, this is kind of standard, so it's standard that it's in the box with the Pandas. Now, they do offer an additional boom mic that they started to make for these, so if you actually want to use these as a full-fledged gaming headset, or if you work in an office environment where you're sitting there in front of a computer monitor and you take your phone calls with these, it is crystal clear. It picks up my voice extremely well, which you guys can be the judge by hearing a sample here. Alright guys, so here is a mic test using the Panda boom mic. I think this does an excellent job of picking up my vocals. In fact, I think it sounds really close to the mic that I normally use, but this is what it would sound like if you were gaming, and I think you would even be able to use this for streaming as well.
And so now here is a mic test just using the mics that are built in on the headphones themselves. That way you can get an idea of what it would sound like if you were to take a call.
So now let's talk a little bit more about the sound, because I've always said it doesn't really matter about the features and the build quality and all that stuff as much. I really take care of my audio products, so the main thing that I pay for is the sound. And I feel like this is where the Pandas just kind of pull away from the other Bluetooth headphones that are out there, even the AirPods Max, because the clarity that these offer is on a whole other level. Something about the way that they push the mids forward enough that vocalists sound absolutely incredible. You can hear all these subtle characteristics in vocalists. It sounds like you're listening to a high-end pair of speakers because it has so much space in the sound. You really don't feel like you have headphones right here. And in fact, it definitely doesn't feel like you have a pair of closed back headphones because the audio has that space in the sound. Now, as far as the bass presence, that still has plenty of punch to it. Now, this is one area where I feel like the AirPods Max definitely cannot compete. The bass that the AirPods Max, in my opinion, have is pretty weak, especially in comparison to the Pandas and definitely compared to the Sony 1000X M4s, which I feel like if you're looking for a pair of noise canceling headphones, I would steer you more in the direction of the Sonys or even the Bose 700 or QC35-2s. They just have a better bass presence than the AirPods Max. I just feel like the AirPods Max has priced themselves out of their competition. I think the fact that you can get the Pandas for $400, where you're getting all of these Bluetooth codecs, you're getting a planar magnetic headphone, you're getting a very well-built headphone with a simple control scheme. If you're looking for a single button to control everything, a lot of people complain that they don't like the swipe gestures that the Sony or the Bose have. Having this single joystick control eliminates that. And I think if you compared them side by side, almost in every aspect, the Pandas are a much better buy and a better overall headphone than the AirPods Max. I think you're just getting a lot for your money. It's a pair that I highly recommend, and it's finally readily available. When I originally checked them out, it was a pair that they were doing pre-orders on, and you had to wait quite a while to get them. You can actually buy them now, and they will show up in no time. I wanted to bring these back up because I want people to understand what you can get for your money. But guys, that's my video on the Drop THX Panda headphones. This is easily the best audio quality, in my opinion, that you're gonna find on a pair of Bluetooth headphones. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.